Respect those jump off!
Respect the classics, man. It's Hendrix.
Another day, another dollar. Good morning, Mater. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, buddy. I sure hope you're in for a treat at Flo's V8 Cafe.
Why, of course so. And frankly, why wouldn't I? I mean, hanging out with my best friend at Flo's V8 Cafe in the beautiful free country can give me comfort. It just goes to show that I can be a very lucky guy.
Shut up!
Not in my town, they don't. Why, get back here, you import punk!
Hey, Doc. Doc, what the heck was that?
Oh boy, those crazy hot rodders. They drive like crazy. You know, not exactly like you, kid. I mean, you drive just fine.
Doc, those import punks got away. Why, I must be getting old. Like I'm gonna blow a gasket or something.
Why, dadgum, son. Why, I would never imagine myself being like one of them guys. Why, I'd be able to get myself into all sorts of trouble.
You got that right, Major. Reminds me to set up a trap for those crazy hot rod punks.
Actually, Sheriff, I was thinking of maybe a little dirt race, perhaps.
Huh? Boy, what are you implying?
If I knew one race car who made his debut in winning road races since 1968, I think I know who would.
Okay, so how is this gonna work?
So you see, if we wanted to get back at Wingo and his gang, we need to prove who's the fastest race car of all.
He's got a point, buddy. Back in the 1970s, I used to watch your road races on American television. And you know, I gotta say, shoot, that was one great strategy using those tricks of yours for a Volkswagen with a mind of his own.
So what do you say, Herbie? Do you think you have what it takes to win a road race against Wingo and his gang?
I think that's the smile that says, surely, let's get the show on the road.
Gentlemen, this is a one-lap race. You will drive to Willie's Butte, go around Willie's Butte, and come back. Now, if Wingo and his team wins, they can do whatever they want. But if Herbie wins, Wingo and his team must leave Radiator Springs. Also, a few ground rules has to be made. No bumping, no cheating, no spitting, no biting, no road raging, no oil slicking, no pushing, no shoving, no backstabbing, and there will be no lollygagging. Everybody clear? Very good. Luigi, start the race, please. All right. On your mark, get set, go! Hey, yo, Wingo! We got ourselves a bug to squash.
Right back at you, DJ.
Come on, Herbie. You can do this.
He's got a point, buddy. Let's get her done.
Watch where you're going, numbskull! Sorry, I was gonna hit the bug.
Oh man, Snot Rod is gonna blow! Then there were two. Wait, what? Dang it, I'm out of gasoline! Wow, that was amazing out there. Now that is what I like to call an excellent nostalgic racing champion. I mean, who knew you had so much horsepower? Congratulations, old friend. Just wait till Mater hears all about this. Then, of course, he would say that it's just like the old days.
I've heard all about it, buddy. Also, you might want to take a glare at who I've done brought back.
Ah, yes, it sure is a nice day for a road race at the Grand Prix. Wouldn't you say so, Chuck? Absolutely. The drivers of the legendary teams are enshrined in racing's pantheon. You got that right. But what about the cars? These vehicles are legends in their own right. Really? How so? Well, let's take a closer look and see what makes them tick. First up, the Togokan brand, mark of quality for generations. Driven by Mr. Teijo Togokan himself, took the city to city 2 years running. Underneath lies a single fire-breathing dragon of an engine, aka the TM971. This beast growls out 567 dying centimeters of torque for an unheard of 29 bars of mean effective pressure. How so? By the help with a modified King & Ring reverse helix exhaust port. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this baby can cook. Up next, we see Écran Établissement, or E-Square, a benchmark of refinement sophistication on the track since the first Grand Prix. And between you and me, the Grey Ghost's car is chock-a-block with high-tech features. Take note, for example, how it rolls on LAF twice-folded amber axles with Cybertronic cyborg bearings. Note how this vehicle contains a pulse detonation engine, a 26-cylinder hot block, and a negative displacement undercharger which can turn everyday oxygen into liquid fire. And finally, the paint job keeps the car camouflaged until it's too late. The Grey Ghost has already passed you by.
A relative newcomer to the game, Flying Fox's Freight's bringing a zippy little ride to the equations. Let's begin with her jump jacks. With over 75 patented components, these reverse helix decompensators offer up twice the vertical thrust of the classic no-sock jack. And what rally car would be complete without a rogue's gallery of assistive modifications, otherwise known as a telescoping carbon fiber Christmas tree chop bit with a reticulating U-joint? And finally, the unique paint job has a way of catching opposing drivers' eyes. But beware.
Now this little beauty comes to us from Razorback Industries, provided by founder Pitterpat, who can be seen day in and day out at Thunderheads, toiling for a spot in the standards. And trust me when I say that she is factory standard, stem to stern. Ah well, there will always be action figures than toy cars, Pat. And speaking of toy cars, what is perennial contender Nitro doing in a jacked-up modification with dual decompensators? His sponsor, Ekpyrosis, has done their best to bring his creation to life as a fire-breathing monster, and committing a terrifying figure for children. But what can this car do when the rubber hits the road? Up next, the Hydrocell brand, brought to you by the colorful Snake Oiler. With gadgets like these, never let the sinister yellow-white headlights fool you, folks. This car is no toy. But of course, the most appropriate vehicle for Cobras. Hey, babe, what do you say we take this baby out for a spin? Semper Fiber has made its name in the cutting-edge digestive, but of course his quote-unquote army of drivers has failed to post a single W in the standings. Underneath the camouflage exterior is a standard Kawara Mono chassis. Boring! And what's this here? Uh-oh, I think Semper Fi has installed an articulating scissorator, the most unacceptable tool used for hedge clipping. Underneath the hood, another illegal modification. A Bobe R-124 plasma cannon, or goo gun in technical terms. It all leads to the both of us to believe that perhaps Semper Fiber isn't in it to win it, but that's not going to grind him to a halt of creating an entire army of American soldiers attempting to win the war together.
Excuse me, bub. Over here.
Yeah, moving on. And while on the topic of armies, Team Thorazine brings us a ride that harkens back to a different time in the name of the mountain gods. This creation combines cutting-edge technologies with systems more suited to a Viking longship than a rally car. The deck of the car is constructed of Danish whalebone and wrought iron. A throwback to days of old, there is no technical name for Thorzine's beehive thrower. More than a few drivers have scuffed at the invention, only to return to the pit stung by defeat. And stashed beneath the vessel, the hammer of the gods. If their drivers can manage to get above you, it'll take a lot more than prayer to Odin in order to get you to the finish line. Behold Thorazine! So little is officially known about Racer X, who can drive a car unlike any other. Underneath the shooting star lies an innovative composite muffler system, which makes this baby loud and proud. A dragster drive computer doesn't waste time regulating and distributing. It just pushes the Apache block to an MPS unachievable in a heavier rye. The interoptic analysis metering puts the wheels in direct contact with an optimized fuel cell multiplexer. Or so we think, that is. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Royalton Industries, the creator of the fearsome GRX. Royalton has designed his sinister beauty from the ground up with the help of these babies. The wheel wells feature a totally redesigned joint system, to which you'd be better off calling T360. Exhaust pillows independently recycle excess thermal energy, which, when combined with 24 ground effect channels carved into a single forged body system, can put a car on the road that might be better suited for space travel. No, not that kind of space travel. Anyways, welcome to the engine of the future. Created by father of Speed Racer, Pops Racer, and his family unit, Racer Motors. Your favorite and mine, the Mach 5. What's interesting about this Mach is that his jump jacks are controlled with independent exothermic gearing linked to a system of buttons used on the steering wheel. A bulletproof hydrodynamic cockpit glass is capable in case of rough weather or rough competition. And finally, titanium saw blades mounted beneath the car's Trident broom buzz through anything in the Mach's way. Yes, sir, the Mach 5 is an icon, tearing up the road and destined for greatness. And finally, the newest edition of the Racer Motors installment, the Mach 6. How do they do it? What do they put in it? Lots and lots of love, and lots of really cool features. As you can see, Mr. Racer powers his new Mach with a single forged Bernoulli rocket booster. Next, Racer takes an entirely new approach to the suspension, using components derived from biological sources to achieve a degree of flexibility not found in factory-built wheels. Racer's jacks may look the same as the Mach 5, but these babies use case-hardened dampeners to push young Racer up, and over the competition. And when you put all of these elements together in the whole package, it's up to this narrator to say, "Hey there, Speed, what are you waiting for? Go, go, go!" Wait a minute, the Mach 4? I've never seen a vehicle like this one before. Aha, Mr. Racer, I always knew there was something sketchy about that vehicle. Now, is there anything you'd like to say in front of our audience?
Oh my God!
Calling all Autobots. Report to base immediately. We repeat, report to base immediately. Reporting for duty, General.
So, what's with the alarm? Is there another Decepticon incursion or something?
You could say that. I don't think you're gonna like it.
Hey, I know those guys. Those are the Sharktacons from planet Cybertron. But I don't understand it. I thought they were incinerated by the blast by the time we left for Earth.
Hey, you don't think this was Megatron's doing?
I don't think so.
Well, what are we waiting for? We can't just stand around doing nothing. We've got an entire society to save. Right, Ironhide?
Most agreed, Bumblebee. In that case, looks like it's time for the 5 of us to find out what those Sharktacons are up to. Sea Spray, we'll need your help in case the battle becomes sticky. Now then, Let's transform and roll out. The Sharkticons. I should have known that there was something fishy in the areas. Autobots, if we're gonna protect the humans in this secluded spot, we're gonna have to wash out these Sharkticons the only way we can.
I think I'm liking what you're thinking, Prime.
With pleasure.
Ditto.
Optimus, you know me. I enjoy a good decimation of Decepticons.
I'm tired of people messing with me.
Great work, everyone. Another Decepticon incursion has drawn to a close.
Hold on. Don't you hear that?
Holy Primus! It's the ultimate nightmare scenario! The Sharkticons are multiplying!
How fantastic. I'm getting too old for this.
Hey, sea spray. Nice entrance, bro.
It's good to have you join us, old friend.
Totally. So, you and the gang ready to finish this battle?
Absolutely.
Well done, everyone. You have honored us once again with your bravery to defeat the Sharktacons, and with the help of our old friend Sea Spray.
Hey, what can I say, Prime? I was just doing my best to be claimed as a really useful Autobot.
Honestly, this does seem quite dandy, but what are we going to do about these humans?